But this is the first time we're doing it here in the US. That's a big deal. Yeah. When I first moved to the US from India many years ago, WhatsApp was how I stayed connected with my friends and family back home. But in the last couple of years, WhatsApp's become a part of my daily life in New York, too. This is how I'm organizing a much-needed night out to the theater with my friends. It's where I'm chatting with Meta AI for travel tips for my next adventure. It's where I'm checking channels for updates from news outlets and the latest from my favorite F1 team, Mercedes. And it's how I'm chatting with the businesses that I want to connect with. Like this amazing business that I discovered called Urla, who makes it easy to order my favorite traditional South Indian treats when I'm missing a taste of home. I can quickly place an order and promptly get an order confirmation right over WhatsApp. They then keep me posted on WhatsApp each step of the way, right up until the minute the package arrives at my doorstep. And then later on, I actually heard from them right before Mother's Day, which was a great reminder to order some treats for my mom back home in Chennai, and it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom. Those thoughtful and timely messages really got me hooked and connected my world here and my one back home. And I'm now not just a one-time buyer, but a repeat, loyal customer. And I'm not alone in that. There are now 100 million people using WhatsApp in the United States, and this is one of the places where it's taking off the fastest. Definitely worth an applause. One of the best parts of my job, truly, is getting to meet with businesses like yours, so I can hear firsthand what's working, what's not working, and how we can serve you better. For example, Air France told us how they are exchanging 33 million messages with customers each year on WhatsApp, providing helpful information like boarding passes or baggage updates and customer service or even authentication messages for their FlyBlue access. These types of messages, they make up 80% of all the messages that they're sending on the platform. This shows you how WhatsApp's more than just a messaging app. It's a critical resource. We all already know that WhatsApp is a way of life around the world, and it's the way that many of you are running your businesses. We believe all roads will lead to messaging as the way to establish long-term relationships with customers. It's a small business's shop window and store counter. For bigger brands, it's your cash register. So how can you create that secret sauce of personal, one-to-one service at scale, which makes messaging so special? Where can AI plug in to work in your favor? And how can you turn your first sale into, say, your 100th, your 1,000th, or 1,000,000th? Well, you're about to hear firsthand how we can help you get your business there. And we'll do this by covering 3 things. Number 1, building your presence on messaging. Number 2, creating delightful in-thread experiences. And number 3, better connecting you with your customers to succeed and grow. And who better to explain what we have in store for you than this special guest?
All right, hello, Miami. We're excited to be hosting conversations in the US for the first time. WhatsApp is exploding here. More than 100 million people in the US are using WhatsApp to message friends and family, and Miami is really leading the way. Now, as we continue to build private and useful experiences for the 3 billion people who use the app globally, we're also building new ways for your businesses to reach customers, sell goods, and run your service on WhatsApp. We just announced ads and status so you can reach customers right in the Updates tab, and people can click straight from the ad into a chat. This will be a big unlock for businesses wanting to drive more people to messaging for support and sales, all within WhatsApp. We're also streamlining how you run campaigns across our apps, bringing WhatsApp messaging, campaigns, and Facebook and Instagram ad campaigns all into a central place. You'll go through one setup flow, develop creative, upload your subscriber list, select your budget, and simply choose marketing messages as one of the placements. We'll use AI to deliver those messages to customers who are most likely to be interested. We're also simplifying the way that you can send timely updates, like a boarding pass or a delivery notification, with the new Direct Send API. You can get a message off quickly in whatever format works for you. Now, as more of your business moves to messaging, you're going to need to be able to respond in a personal, efficient way. And that's where AI comes in. We're building business AIs that will massively scale what small businesses are able to do in terms of sales and customer support. And this is going to be a really big deal. In the next few years, I expect that just like every business today has an email address, social media account, and website, they're also going to have an AI business agent. You're going to be able to leverage all of the content that already exists on your Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp profiles to easily create these agents, making them a true extension of your team. We're going to expand to more businesses in Mexico and the Philippines before rolling out globally. We are also building a way to integrate these business AIs directly into your e-commerce website, so you can add the same technology that's powering agents in WhatsApp directly to your website to make product recommendations or facilitate sales. We're testing with some US businesses in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out. And that's what we've got for you. Lots going on, and the team is going to dive deeper into all of this and more later today. Now, back to you, Nikhila.
All right. Well, those are some really great updates that we are excited to bring to all of your businesses. But we have a whole host of new features beyond these to get to, so let's get moving. First, let's talk about building a presence on messaging. I know you all already have a presence on WhatsApp and Messenger and Instagram, but we're making updates to help you establish your credibility on WhatsApp and also to expand your presence. Like with Meta Verified for small businesses. By passing our verification checks, your business gets this blue check mark, which can give your customers more confidence when reaching out. And that's important. Nearly 80% of people told us they are more likely to message with the business when they have confidence that it's legitimate. We're now exploring adding this blue check mark to more places within WhatsApp, so it's even easier for your customers to see how credible you are. And for businesses using the WhatsApp Business Platform, new partner-led business verification is available now, so you can get verified in a matter of minutes, not days. And once you've established your credibility, you'll want to expand your presence. We're making that easier by giving businesses the ability to add their WhatsApp to a Google search and Google Maps. So customers can find you and start a chat with a quick tap. Think about all the possibilities that opens up for your business. And with the influx of customers that all of this will bring to your business, you'll now need more powerful tools to connect with them at scale. And we believe AI can be a major asset here. As Mark said, we envision every business will have its own AI that's able to respond to inquiries, provide support at all hours of the day, no matter where your customers are. We'll be bringing these AI agents to more businesses in Mexico and the Philippines on WhatsApp and Messenger very soon. And we look forward to expanding to more countries in the future. In the meantime, today, we're excited to announce a real game changer for scaling with messaging. The ability for small businesses to use the WhatsApp business app and the WhatsApp Business Platform at the same time to chat with customers. And you won't have to change your phone number to do it either. So now if your business is expecting a bunch of customers to reach out, say from an ad that clicks to WhatsApp, or this new Google search option, you can then use the WhatsApp Business Platform to manage those conversations at scale. And you can continue to use the WhatsApp Business app right in your pocket for that added personal touch with your customers. I think that businesses are really going to love the flexibility and scale that this provides. Speaking of which, let's bring up Julia from Bossa Nova to share her experience using this feature. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Julia, co-founder of Bossa Nova, a small fashion brand from Brazil, built by just two people, Lucas, my co-founding partner, and I. We don't have a team or structure, but we have stories, and we built Bossa to tell them. Each collection is named after a Brazilian song, and there is always a whole story behind it. We don't just sell clothes, we launch poetry in the form of fashion. And as Bossa grew, so did the conversations. Suddenly, I was handling with hundreds of orders through our website, Instagram DMs, my personal WhatsApp, and my co-founders as well, all during a campaign. It was just the two of us, and honestly, I felt overwhelmed. That's when the opportunity came to run a proof of concept with Bleep. We already knew WhatsApp was where the magic happens, and as you might know, especially in Brazil. It's how we talk to customers, answer questions, and close deals. It's fast, emotional, and real. Before we partner with Bleep, we run ads that led to website or Instagram. Now we run ads that click to WhatsApp and people message us directly, not on my personal number anymore, but through the WhatsApp Business Platform. That changed everything. We started using both. The WhatsApp Business app to reply personally during campaign launches, as well as WhatsApp Business Platform to keep automation running in the background. It gives us speed and soul. One example, Bésame Mucho, a campaign inspired by Brazilian summer and Latin romance. Thanks to the flexibility to use either the WhatsApp Business app or WhatsApp Business Platform, we reached almost 9,000 people, stayed responsive during peak hours, and didn't lose a single lead. We kept our tone, we kept our soul, and we scaled like never before. Because at Bossa, we believe even technology can have rhythm, and even automation can feel like a hug. If we did all this with two founders, two phones, and a dream, just imagine what other small brands can do with the right tools. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. This feature has been long requested. We can't wait to see how it helps small businesses operate like bigger ones. Finally, we're making it easier than ever to get started with messaging with our new unified onboarding flow that's coming soon. This will allow your business to get up and running quickly with our wide ecosystem of partners, no matter which business messaging services or features you're using. We've also heard that finding the right partner can be challenging. So if you want to find out which partner is right for you, make sure to check out our new partner showcase. All right, so now that you've established your presence, it's about building an awesome in-thread experience for your customers. And we have a number of updates on that front, including calling. Speaking of which, on my flight here, my suitcase was misplaced, and I had asked for Virgin Atlantic to call me about it. And I'm getting that call right now. Let's actually throw it up on screen. All right. Hi, thanks for calling. I'm actually in the middle of something. So sorry.
Hi, Nikila. No worries. I'm calling with an update on your suitcase, but as you caught up, I'll follow up in a chat.
Okay. Well, where was I? Apologies again. Do you guys mind if I listen to this?
Hey, Nikila. Sorry for catching you at a busy time just now. Good news. We have your suitcase and can have it delivered to you today. We just need to know where you're staying or where you'd like it delivered. Feel free to send me a reply by a WhatsApp message or give me a call, whatever works best for you. Thanks.
Well, I should probably get calling them to get this sorted out. But in the meantime, let's bring out Manasi and Darren from Virgin Atlantic to show you all the latest advancements that we're making in voice on WhatsApp. His voice might sound familiar.
A year ago, on this stage, we made a voice call to a business for the very first time. And we've come a long way since then. In fact, we're making calling available to all businesses and partners starting this month. What you just saw from Nikila was a brand new feature, where businesses have the ability to call their customers, with their permission, of course. What you didn't see was how earlier in Nikila's chat with Virgin, she had told them she was open to receiving a call. And then when Nikila couldn't talk, Virgin sent a voice message so she could listen to it on her own time.
What makes the new enhancements across voice within WhatsApp so valuable for us is that it's happening right within the chat. While messaging is, of course, great, there are times when a text isn't enough, especially during emotive or stressful situations, as we saw with Nikila in her bag. Having the flexibility to call a customer when they choose to hear from us really strengthens our interactions and relationships. In fact, 3 out of 4 of our customers said they find it useful to have the option to make or receive a call alongside the messaging services. It's about providing choice and connecting with them on their own terms. At Virgin Atlantic, we're proud to partner with Genesis to integrate the new features across many of our customer journeys over the coming months. It'll help us enhance our customer experience, improve resolution times, and reduce the cost of handling contacts.
We're really excited about the possibilities these WhatsApp voice updates will enable for your business. And for the businesses out there using Messenger, we're bringing great calling features to you as well, including the ability to see a customer's basic information when a call comes in, or whether they're calling from an ad. That way, you'll be up to speed when you pick up the phone. We're also beginning to explore how AI can quickly provide a summary of the call right in the thread, so it's easy to catch up on the conversation the next time you chat. We're bringing all this to our businesses and partners soon. And for those times a phone call just isn't enough, like a telehealth appointment, or if you're trying to troubleshoot an issue with your customer's utility meter, we'll be bringing video calls to larger businesses using WhatsApp and Messenger starting soon. Stay tuned. Now let's go see if Nikila got her luggage all sorted out.
All right. Thank you, Mansi and Darren. I love and I'm so excited about how we're expanding beyond just text to calling and voice. These updates are just one of the ways that we're helping people and businesses to do more right within the chat thread. But what are we doing beyond customer service? Well, we've some exciting updates around our investment in utility and authentication use cases as well. These messages are already a really valuable way to get important information to your customers. Take DASA, the largest diagnostic medicine network in Brazil. They were able to reduce patient no-shows by 20% by sending personal appointment reminders over WhatsApp. And now, we're making it much easier to send these messages with a few new features. First, by introducing our new Direct Send API. This will allow you to free-form messages without having to use a pre-approved or a manually created template and it makes sending a utility message much simpler. Second, through integrations with e-commerce platforms like Shopify, VTEX, and WooCommerce. Imagine making a purchase from a merchant on any of these platforms and choosing to receive an order update on WhatsApp. Now you can. Third, we're making it possible to reach customers across the entire journey. So for example, you can follow up on that order tracking update with a marketing message offering as a bundled offering. And finally, we're upping our game for those one-time passwords that your customers are requesting. Now, when they get a login code, they can quickly sign in with no taps at all. We rolled this out on Android last year, and we're bringing it to your iOS customers today. And as we continue to invest in these types of messages, we're also updating how we charge for them. By now, you've heard that we're adjusting our pricing so it works better for your business. The spirit of these updates is to encourage great messaging experiences for your customers while still driving predictability for your business. We think you'll like the updated rates as well. And as always, we'll keep learning and adjusting to find that sweet spot when it comes to your business's bottom line. We also have some powerful new ways that people and businesses can get more done right within a chat. Here's Rafi to share more.
Thank you, Nikhila. You know, when I was a teenager, texting was the thing that you did on that chunky Nokia phone with the black and white screen and that little number pad. If you fast forward to today, there's some businesses that run their entire operations within WhatsApp. There is so much that you can do inside of a messaging thread, and I'm really excited to share all of our latest updates. So first off, WebView. We're rolling out the option for people to securely interact with your website directly within a WhatsApp chat. This means no more switching to a web browser to get additional information or make a purchase. We are getting rid of that annoying and frustrating friction for your customers. We've heard how eager you are for this update and think that your customers are going to love the ease and simplicity of interacting with your website directly within a WhatsApp chat. Now, it is super early here, but we've been imagining how AI can enhance the shopping experience, both on and off of our apps. For example, we want to enable helpful AI agents to appear across the user journey, in Messenger, in WhatsApp, and in ads on Facebook and Instagram. And to ensure that the experience is seamless, we're also thinking about ways for business AIs to provide product recommendations and help make sales right on a business's website. And of course, the agent could follow up right in the chat with things like shipping updates, back-in-store alerts, and more. Here's how we think this could work.
Welcome back, Arya. How has your skin been feeling lately?
My skin's been kind of dry and dull.
Sounds like you're due for a mini reset. Want me to show you around the store?
That would be great.
For hydration, we just launched the Hydro Radiance Gel Cream. It's light, breathable, and great under makeup.
What do the reviews say?
Customers praise Hydro Radiance for its non-greasy hydration and glowing results.
Let me grab that.
I'll add that to your bag. Ready to check out?
Yes.
Tap Checkout to complete your purchase. You're all set. I will follow up with your shipping information on WhatsApp.
Did you see that? The agent actually helps you navigate the website. How cool is that? It is such an exciting time, not just for us, but for the entire industry. And we're going to share more updates as our plans develop. Next, we're improving the formats of certain message types so that they're more engaging and drive better results. Like making the call to action more visible, making the image header tappable, adding a link preview. All of this results in a higher click-through rate, and we're exploring the ability for images to animate and videos to play automatically. So it's just a more delightful experience for your customers. We're also building new formats, so it's easier for you to showcase a collection of products more seamlessly, directly within WhatsApp. And finally, payments. We're continuing to improve the ways that people can buy something from your business right within a WhatsApp chat. Like in Brazil, where we're making it more convenient for your customers to pay with Pix. Now, instead of having to copy and paste a Pix code into a bank app, shoppers can seamlessly switch to their preferred bank app and have the code auto-filled. This enables a much more instant and secure payment. And in India, we're making it possible for businesses to send payment links in a WhatsApp chat that directly open the in-app payment flow, with zero onboarding required. We're excited to bring this to more businesses like the Bangalore Metro, where they've improved payment success rate to 90% for millions of passengers every day. And for those using Messenger, customers watching a live video on Facebook can click on the pinned product and place an order with just a couple taps. When they click Place Order, they'll be redirected to a Messenger thread with a link to checkout with the payment provider right there in the app. We've come such a long way since those Nokia texting days. We're going to continue to create more updates and experiences like these so businesses like yours can get more business done right in a chat. But how do you get customers into the chat in the first place? To tell you more about that, let's bring up James.
Thanks, Rafi. A great way for businesses to get discovered is with Facebook and Instagram ads that start a one-on-one conversation. These ads are so effective because messaging is how customers want to engage with businesses. In a recent study, more than 70% of people told us they'd like to message a business immediately after clicking one of their ads. And we continue to invest in improvements to make these ads work even better. First, we're making people's experience with these ads more intuitive and more effective. With automatic destination messaging ads, we'll intelligently open the messaging app preferred by the customer, whether that's WhatsApp, Instagram Direct, or Messenger. And our early results here have been very promising, with 9% lower cost per message and 11% more conversations for businesses. And that's because meeting your customers where they are works. And we're delighted to see more businesses adopting this functionality every day. We're also making it easier for people to start a chat when they click an ad that opens your website. So what does this look like? Let's say a customer clicks your ad, starts browsing your website, and wants to ask a question about a product size or its fit. Now they can easily message you without losing context or having to find your contact information. Second, we're improving the performance of these ads for businesses through optimization and insights. When businesses leverage lead, value, and purchase optimizations, their ads reach higher intent users who are more likely to complete the intended outcome. Like how chocolate maker Art de Cacao in Mexico City used purchase optimization to drive 56% more purchases compared to their usual approach. And when an event occurs in the chat, like a new order or a new lead, we can let you know when that happens and automatically let you know that there was an order and add a label in the inbox and track the outcomes that are happening between you and your customers. Now, once you've made a customer connection in the thread, it's about keeping them engaged by surfacing the right marketing messages to the right people at the right time. Because 70% of people said they feel frustrated when they receive a message from a business that's irrelevant. And we've come a long way here in the last year. First, for the direct marketers out there, we've given Cloud API an upgrade with optimized marketing messages. This helps tailor your marketing campaigns for the outcomes that you care about most, like turning a lead into a sale or generating awareness for a new product launch. And we do this all while cutting unnecessary spend on people who are the least likely to read or engage with your messages. Put simply, it will produce better results. And for the performance marketers using Ads Manager and looking to maximize return on spend, we're giving you the ability to easily integrate marketing messages into your existing campaigns to help you streamline all of your marketing across Meta's apps in one central place. You can now leverage the same creative, the same goals, and the same campaign budgets for both ads and marketing messages. You simply activate marketing messages, upload your subscribers, and will automatically optimize your campaign to maximize performance, all powered by Advantage+. And finally, we're excited to bring these updates to Messenger. So now businesses using marketing messages on Messenger can start conversations with interested customers anytime as a way to stay top of mind. These tools are massive growth drivers, and we can't wait for them to drive better results for your business. So we've covered how to establish your presence on messaging, the latest in-app experiences that we're building, and a few of the ways that we're helping drive business performance. Creating for businesses is an essential part of our messaging products. And here to tell you more about our broader vision is the head of product for WhatsApp, Alice.
It's an honor to be at my first Conversations event. Thank you all for having me. Private communication. It's at the core of everything we do at WhatsApp, and the reason that more than 3 billion people around the world rely on us to stay connected with their friends, family, and favorite businesses. By protecting your personal messages and calls with end-to-end encryption, they remain yours and yours alone. No one else can read or hear them, not even us. It's our guiding principle and what drives us as we innovate and look to the future. If we get private messaging right, it gives us the opportunity to build more that people want. And we are increasingly hearing how people want to use WhatsApp for more than messaging close friends and family. That they want to do more alongside their private messages, whether that's chatting with businesses, following channels, or engaging with Meta AI. It's part of the reason we introduced the Updates tab as a place for optional experiences on WhatsApp, like status and channels. And this tab is now a place used by 1.5 billion people a day. Status, our popular stories feature, is where people and businesses love to post quick, fun updates that disappear after a day. And with channels, people enjoy getting real-time updates on the go from the channels they choose to follow, like their favorite sports teams and businesses and organizations they care about. I personally follow a few parenting channels to help me manage my expanding family. As Mark mentioned earlier, we recently announced 3 new features to the Updates tab to help admins, organizations, and businesses grow on WhatsApp. First is the ability to offer a subscription to share exclusive updates on your channel with your most loyal fans. Second is promoting a channel, so it's way easier for people to find you in the directory. And third is offering a way to create an ad in status so you can easily promote a product or service. And like everything we do at WhatsApp, we're doing it in the most private way possible. For starters, these new features will appear only on the Updates tab, away from people's personal chats, and will use limited information to show people ads, like the city or country they're in, the channels they're following, and how they interact with the ads they see. Definitely not people's personal messages, calls, or groups. Those are off limits. On their own, we see these as significant new opportunities for businesses like yours to find new customers. And we think the Updates tab is the place in WhatsApp where people are open to discovering something new. But used in tandem with ads that click to WhatsApp and messaging, now that will be the real breakthrough for your business. Here's how we envision that working. Many of you have already been using ads that click to WhatsApp to drive people from Facebook and Instagram over to a WhatsApp chat.
but you've long asked to have a way to be found within WhatsApp so you can attract new customers there as well. That's where status ads come in. Businesses are already using status to engage their existing customers, and now they'll have a chance to get discovered by new ones. Once it's available in your country, these ads will be a discovery engine for your business and for all those WhatsApp users already spending their time in the Updates tab. Combined with your existing Facebook and Instagram ads, this creates a powerful way to attract new customers and drive them to your messaging experience. So how does channels fit into this? Done right, channels are a way to engage your broader customer base. Whether you've got a new product drop coming up or exclusive behind-the-scenes content to bring people closer to your brand. Take Netflix, which is using its channel to create a more personal level of interaction about their fans' favorite shows and stars. By using a fun and lively online persona, they found a way to reward fans even more for their love of all things Netflix. These are the types of things that are great for businesses to be doing on channels. And by promoting your channel, you can bring in more people to experience what your business is all about. In some ways, you might think of channels as an extension of your WhatsApp storefront, your shop window to give people a peek inside your business. And if that's your storefront, your one-to-one customer messages are the inside of your store, where you answer questions, provide support, give useful updates, and close sales. It's the place you're having a direct, personal conversation with each customer. To bring this to life, let's bring up Robin from Verizon.
Thank you, Alice. So excited to be here with you all. Good morning, Miami. My name is Robin Parks, and I'm with Verizon. I lead local segment and national marketing here. And I am so excited to be here today because when I think about the telecom industry, we're always looking for new ways to engage consumers and drive business growth. And if I think about that destination and Verizon's mission is to power and empower the consumer. And so our job is really simple. We have to go where the customers are. And for millions of customers in the United States, that's WhatsApp. More than 50% of the Latino consumers in the US are using WhatsApp as its messaging platform of choice. So we're really proud as Verizon to have been the first US carrier to launch a dedicated Spanish experience through WhatsApp. Yes. And with that, we're already using Click to WhatsApp very actively to bring customers into that experience, both in Facebook and Instagram. And so when I think ahead to ads and status within WhatsApp, that's really a game changer for us. I'm super excited about it because it gives the customer the chance to actually start the journey where they want to end the journey and communicate with us. So really proud of that opportunity to continue to collaborate with Alice and the team. And we thank you very much for building solutions that meet not just our customers' needs, but also our business needs to drive growth.
Thank you so much. Now, there's a theme here that Nikhila touched on earlier. All roads lead back to conversations. It's the core of what we do and the superpower WhatsApp offers. And with these new features in the Updates tab, you now have more ways to get discovered by new customers and start those valuable conversations. Now, let's bring Nikhila back out to sum up what we've discussed today.
Really exciting stuff, Alice. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today, but before we break, we wanted to leave you with a closing thought. If there's one thing we want you to take away from today, it's this. The power of messaging is real. This is how your customers want to connect with you and how your business can build those lasting relationships. And now there's so much more that we're doing beyond just text to make this possible.
Whether you're looking to build deeper customer connections, get business done quickly and easily, or grow your brand and drive results, messaging is the linchpin of it all. We're invested in your success, and we'll keep building tools that create a great experience for both you and your customers.
Because as I said at the beginning, turning that one-to-one conversation into a loyal, long-term relationship is the power of messaging. That is the secret sauce.
Now, I'm honored to close out this morning's keynote by bringing much of what you've already heard today to life through the story of two iconic brands using messaging to do exactly what we're promising it can do. I'm so pleased to have Alison Witherspoon, Chief Marketing Officer for Nissan US, and Asmita Dubey, CMO of L'Oreal, here at Conversations to share how they're connecting with customers around the world with messaging and transforming their business in the process. So Alison and Asmita, welcome. Please join me on stage. Thank you. So Nissan and L'Oreal are iconic, long-standing brands who are moving fast to weave messaging throughout their entire brand experience to drive loyalty and serve customers at the speed they expect. Can you share some context on why you got started with messaging and how your brands are thinking about this? Alison, let's start with you and then Asmita.
Sure. Yeah, first of all, thank you for being here, and it's great to be here with Asmita as well. I think the biggest context is that as a brand, we're always looking for ways to engage and connect with consumers. When it comes to cars, this is the second most considered purchase in the household. An average person keeps their car for about 10 years. And so we're constantly looking for ways for us to connect with people that are in market, or if they're a current owner or future owner, how can we kind of have a conversation that keeps going on. So I think we're always looking at that. When you started to see how large that this audience was growing on WhatsApp, first overseas, and now it's starting to really grow in the US, that became a really interesting area for us to be able to have ongoing conversations with consumers.
That's great.
Well, I can add to that. We are the #1 beauty company in the world. Beauty is an essential human need. It is deeply personal because it is about self-identity and self-expression. But on the other hand, beauty is also very social as a need because through the beauty norms, we show that we belong to a group. And if you look at WhatsApp is about social connections. It's about people coming and talking to each other in groups. And here we are talking about billions of people coming and talking together in groups everywhere around the world. Like India loves WhatsApp. It has more than 700 million users. In Brazil, it's the most downloaded app. US, it's growing. AI is coming to WhatsApp. So for us, WhatsApp is about conversations, this deep human connection, which is social. The conversations moving to content. And in that content, it could be about personalized recommendations, one-to-one video calling, care, and from conversations to content to commerce. And when we say commerce, you can then add to cart and kind of buy something that you love in beauty. So that is why we are on WhatsApp.
Thank you. It's really exciting to hear how you are thinking about it. Now, how many people here have started off the car buying process using WhatsApp? Pretty unusual, right?
Anyone?
Well, WhatsApp's one-to-one connection with potential buyers is driving 30 to 40% of new sales leads in Brazil. Alison, what has the Nissan brand learned by integrating WhatsApp as a key sales tool in various markets?
Yeah, I think the key thing is the car buying process is a friction point for most consumers. And so what we are trying to do is how do we remove some of those friction points and how can we create kind of a stronger dialogue between our sales areas and our dealerships around the world and also consumers. And so I think the biggest learning was one, that personalized experience. If you're looking for a specific vehicle, we should be able to recognize that and demonstrate that to you as a consumer. The other piece of it is really removing response time. We were able to take something that would take about 30 minutes to respond to a consumer that was interested in buying a car to something that was happening in a matter of seconds. Again, so it was all about removing those friction points. And again, how can we create much more personalized messaging, making sure that people understand that we know what they're looking for, we are able to provide those solutions and do that quickly and easily on the consumer's terms. instead of it being the other way around where there's this one-way conversation from brand to consumer, it has to be much more of a conversation.
Look, I really want this experience. This is top of mind for me. I've got a third kid on the way, which is very much a new car buying kind of a moment.
We have some solutions for that, so WhatsApp me.
I certainly will.
Get the WhatsApp.
Now, Asmita, while makeup and beauty care is not as big of a purchase as a car, I'd argue it's just as important.
Yeah.
Tell me how L'Oreal is using messaging to create a personalized experience for shoppers.
Yeah, so beauty is a very high engagement category. And at the same time, what we see is 70% of consumers, they are overwhelmed by the number of beauty choices around them. You may be one of them. So you ask a friend, you search online, you watch a video, simply to make sense of the number of products that are there on shelf today. So L'Oreal Paris is the #1 beauty brand in the world. And it has just launched an agentic AI-powered personal beauty assistant. And that personal beauty assistant, with that, you can have personalized diagnostic, which uses AI. We can do personalized recommendations of product through chats, and also personalized Q&As and conversations. And here is where I'm coming back to my original point of conversations, because already on the L'Oreal Paris USA website, we've had 500 million conversations. From those conversations, you can click and buy on different retailers, Ulta, Target, and Amazon. And the best thing is that now we are meeting consumers where they are on messaging. So Beauty Genius is coming to WhatsApp very, very soon. And we are very excited about it, because with that, we are opening a kind of all these billions of conversations, and starting with US and probably then moving to other places. So we are using it for like as a personal beauty assistant, and that's what we're excited about.
I love that. I'd like to ask a follow-up. It's
Just
really
a picture of that behind you.
Perfect. It's really innovative how it's great how innovative you're being with AI here. How do you see AI changing the messaging landscape over the next few years?
Yeah, it's a bit to what you were saying. I think AI would enhance the quality of conversations. One, very simply put, the natural language, because it is better at natural language. Second, the response time gets better. So those response time can get better in any conversation. It can be a sales conversation, it can be a consumer care conversation. And what we see, because we launched this personal AI beauty assistant, we are working on consumer care, but whether it is a chatbot conversation or a human conversation, once the conversation starts, we can hand it over to human anytime. We can augment the human and the consumer care of the human. But at the same time, the response time is already faster. So already the experience of the people who are behind it is much better. And therefore, we feel that AI would definitely enhance conversations.
I totally agree. Now, one thing I'm hearing from both of you is that it's not just about new leads and conversions. It's actually about the entire customer journey, from discovery to loyalty and meeting your customers where they are. So, Alison, how do you approach understanding your target customer and identifying how messaging can play a role in engaging them?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's a lot of data and analytics that goes into what our audiences are doing, where are they, what are the different platforms and formats that they're interested in. So that's kind of a given. And then I think once we understand what they're doing in Messenger, how can we, again, engage with them? In some markets, they're further along. Brazil is an example, the Middle East, as well as Italy. They're further along, so that becomes, there's the sales conversion piece of it. In other markets, in the US is one of them, it's more about how do we engage a little bit more in the awareness phase of what the shopping process is, and how do we use Messenger to introduce consumers to the Nissan brand that may have not considered us before. So we, Super Bowl is probably one of, the bigger marketing platforms that you have globally. It's very TV centric. So we looked at how can you actually enhance that with a Messenger experience in WhatsApp, specifically targeting a lot of our Hispanic audiences in the US. And I think we were able to really solve the piece of it doesn't always have to be lower funnel right into conversion. It can actually be engaging and finding consumers that are a little further out in their shopping process. We did something similar with the launch of our most recent Nissan Murano here in the US, and actually how can we use Messenger to enhance messaging surrounding what we were partnering with when it comes to the call map. And again, that wasn't a conversion, it wasn't about driving leads, it was actually about driving interest and consideration into the vehicle.
That's great.
Super interesting.
I'd love to ask you the same, Asmita. So how do you approach cultivating new audiences and meeting your customers where they are with messaging?
Yeah, no, we have been speaking about that in different parts of the world. The adoption of consumers is different. So I'm going to take specifically the example of Brazil here. Brazil is a very strategic beauty market for us. And if we look at the people from Brazil, they are very much into social connections and relationships and networking. They're very, very comfortable into talking all the time with each other. Now here, because door to door, I don't know how many of you are familiar, but in beauty, door to door, is a very important channel in beauty in Brazil. More than 20% of the sales of total beauty happens door to door. There are millions of beauty consultants who go to your home, talk to you, show you the products, and thereon you buy the products with them. Now, what happens with WhatsApp is that one-to-one connection and that product recommendation is now digitalizing. And we are therefore using it for that recruitment of the door-to-door consumers. And here the conversations are two-way. Let us say we are on our D2C website, our E-D2C websites. It could be Lancome, Kerastase. There could be inbound conversation. There's a consumer who goes to the website and then links to WhatsApp and wants to have a conversation. And that's where we start talking to them, having a conversation with them, offering them something that they want. It could be a skin diagnosis. It could be a simple conversation, a care. Or it could be an outbound conversation, because that inbound conversation then converts from conversation to content to commerce. When we talk about outbound, it means that the people have already bought or not, but we use CRM. So WhatsApp becomes a way of having the consumer relationship management and CRM messaging to all these consumers, and therefore it ends up building a deeper relationship and brand love. So for us, therefore, you'd see it becomes digitalization of a very important one-to-one beauty relationship in that market, and we see a large portion of our E-D2C sales coming from there, more brand love being built. So the channel has very, very innovative ways of being used.
I love that. I like your point about understanding the customers. One of the things we see on the consumer side for WhatsApp is that in Brazil, people love sending each other lots of voice notes. Anyone from Brazil in the audience knows what I'm talking about. So that chatting and socialness is really part of the platform. What lessons do you think can be drawn from international markets like Brazil or India to accelerate the adoption and effectiveness of messaging strategies in the US? I'd love to hear that from both of you.
Yeah, and I think exactly what we were talking about, I think understanding how consumers are using the tools, because it will vary. So really looking at the cues that consumers are giving you and understanding where are the places for you to engage with them, what are the different types of formats. I think that's really critical. The other piece of it is simplicity and making sure that you're not trying to do everything all at once, understanding where are the opportunities, how can you engage with them, but keep it simple, keep the messaging simple, because this is all about quick response. It's all about making sure that you're engaging with them on the topics that they're interested in. I think the other thing is really making sure that you're managing what the objectives are around business outcomes. And that can be something that's more at an awareness stage, something that's a little bit further out in the shopping process, or it can be about conversion. But then how do you tailor that experience that you have within WhatsApp or within Messenger? How do you really tailor that around that?
Yeah.
That's great.
No, I would just build on what you're saying, that I think from Brazil and also from India, because we are also seeing a lot of use of WhatsApp in India, where we want to be the beauty advisor to India. Mm-hmm. And then Maybelline is a makeup brand, and Maybelline wants to give makeup advice. Here again, we have to decide, like you're saying, that, okay, what do you want to do with it? So you want to be a beauty advisor. If you want to be a beauty advisor, it means within that journey, when is the point when the consumer wants the advice? It may be through a social feed, that they want to see the trends, and a lot of social trends are there, but they want to chat with you and find out more about the trend. It could be when they come to the website, and within the website, they want the advice because they want to now start considering the product and the purchase of the product. It could be when it is at the add to cart, or afterwards when it is about consumer care, and we spoke about it just before. So I think it is about deciding that what do we want to do, what kind of role do we want it to play, and then that role will start to unfold itself for different markets and for different consumers, like in US, and I'm repeating this, I'm really excited about having the Beauty Genius on WhatsApp because, again, it's about personal beauty assistant.
That's great. So my last question, which is also to both of you, as we close, I'd love to look towards the future. Now, what kind of innovation do you envision will be possible within WhatsApp? And what would you like to see me and my team build next?
This is our request list?
Yeah.
All right,
Please,
perfect.
send it on over.
To me, I think it would be incredible if we could connect all of the different messaging platforms underneath Meta. I think if you can have a consistent experience across the different messaging platform, again, kind of really understanding and demonstrating to consumers that you understand where the conversations are happening across those platforms. Obviously, privacy, it has to be done in a very privacy safe way, but I would love that. I think how can AI and the personalization that can offer, how can that further create more one-to-one experiences? And then also, how can we create more rich media opportunities within WhatsApp? I think that would be incredible.
I would totally echo most of them. The first one is AI and what role AI would play. Because AI doesn't mean that it is going to replace the human. It can augment the human interaction. And therefore, what are the roles that AI is going to play within that journey is the first one. The second one is when we talk about WhatsApp being from conversation to content to commerce, we have a large ecosystem of players who already exist. So we work with Salesforce on commerce, we work with somebody else on social, on conversations, and you're already doing that, but it's so important for us that we are working within that same ecosystem, you know, and I know you're helping us a lot already there, because once you have to create a new ecosystem, the journey is not as easy for us, and then it takes more time and energy to do that. So that is the second one. And the third thing, I'm also excited about the WhatsApp update page, having the advertising and the subscription, because again, it is what do we want to put there? What is the most relevant for our consumers who are on WhatsApp? And we would love to see what comes out of that. So, you know, very excited for all of this.
Thank you so much for those suggestions. I kind of regret not taking notes, but I hope that someone was doing that for me. Okay, Nikhil's got me covered. And you'll definitely be hearing more from us in a lot of those areas, especially AI. So first of all, a big thank you to Alison and Asmita.
Thank you, everybody.
That concludes keynote and panel discussions. We now welcome you all to enjoy lunch before our afternoon programming.